It looks like, despite the fact that Indiana could not beat an expansion team one singular time this year, that the Fever is probably going to squeeze into the playoffs as an 8 seed. Looking at the schedule right now, probably going to squeeze in as an 8 seed. It would take one mighty heroic finish by the LA Sparks for them to get past Indiana. That loss to Indiana on Friday by a point, a game that, I mean, kind of gave away, in my opinion. That game will be the difference in why the Indiana Fever make the playoffs over the Los Angeles Sparks. And here's why. Indiana's got 4 games left. LA's got 6. LA's schedule at Seattle, at Atlanta, at home versus Dallas, at Phoenix, and at home versus Vegas. If they went 3-3, I'd be surprised. That's a hell of a final 6 games. You got multiple road games on the courts of playoff teams. You got a road game, a home game versus Vegas, a team you have not beaten this year. So I think it's going to be an arduous task for the Los Angeles Sparks to find a way to get into the playoffs based on that one loss that they just had on Friday. If they had not lost that Friday game, it would be up in the air because right now the standings are as follows with Indiana as an 8 seed with a 21-19 record and LA at 18-20. Had LA won on Friday, they'd be 19-19 and Indiana would be 20-20. And LA would have the tiebreaker. So they'd actually be in the playoffs right now. It's going to be really, really tough. Really, really tough to me for the Sparks to find a way to get in there. Indiana still has games at Phoenix versus Chicago, which seems to be the elixir for any of the Indiana issues, is a home game versus Chicago. At Washington, who they've already lost to twice, and at home versus Minnesota. Last night, Indiana Golden State was an absolute debacle, an embarrassment, a 75-63 loss to an expansion team for the 3rd time this year. They got swept by an expansion team. They were a whisker from being swept by the Sparks as well, but swept by an expansion team, and none of the games were even close. None of the games were even close. Let's talk about it. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Rudy's Rant, our game, her way, women's basketball, where we talk facts over feelings. I'm your host, Rudy Rodriguez Shoma. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, leave a comment, let me know your thoughts. Look, man, Indiana is pretty much what I thought it was. I've said it all year, consistently inconsistent. And just watching this game, I didn't watch it live. I watched it today. Brutal. Brutal. I'm sure there's 500 reasons why they lost this game, according to Stephanie White. I'm not even going to watch her post-game press conference because I just don't care. I am sure she has a whole bunch of reasons. The clock didn't work. They're tired from traveling. The starts and stoppages. I mean, there's all kinds of reasons that Indiana makes up for losing games. I got a good reason for you. Superstar center Aaliyah Boston goes for 4 points. Huh? 4 points. 2 of 7 shooting. 6 rebounds. 3 turnovers. 4 points. 4. Now you tell me. You tell me. Is that a top 3 big in the league? She's playing against Temi Bentley, who outscored her. Janelle Saloon outscored her. Ileana Repair outscored her. I mean, she sucks, dude. Aaliyah Boston is fucking terrible. 4 points. Odyssey Sims goes 1 for 10, 5 points. Kelsey Mitchell, 4 for 14, 14 points. Tasha Howard, 5 for 9, 13 points. Lexi Hall, 2 for 5, 8 points. Get 17 off the bench from Aerial Powers. Otherwise, nothing from anybody else. Michaela Timpson's a DMP once again. Don't know what happened. What reason it's become that Michaela Timpson cannot see the floor. Don't know why. Have no clue. But clearly, she is in the doghouse and is not going to get out this season. She's in the doghouse and she ain't getting out. She ain't getting out. It is what it is. Accept it. Couldn't tell you why. She won't tell us why. I mean, now every game we get 15 to 18 minutes from Brianna Turner. I mean, a player who couldn't get on the floor for most of the first 25, 30 games. Now all of a sudden is getting 15 to 20 minutes per game. No sense to it. This team scores 32 points in the first half, 14 points in the first quarter. Did not score 20 points in any quarter of this game. 63 points. One would think that you've played somebody enough time, 3 times, that you might figure out how to score on them. But no, the only time they actually had the ability to score on Golden State is when you confirm. Actually, no. Scratch that. They've had their worst scoring performances against Golden State. At least two of their 3 worst. 2 of their 3 worst. They had 58 versus Atlanta, 61 against Golden State, 63 versus Golden State, 60 against Phoenix. Yeah, 2 of their 4 worst scoring performances have been versus the Golden State Valkyries. So what's the excuse now, Stephanie? You weren't ready, tired. There's always something. Again, the Fever is going to back their way into the playoffs. They'll be an 8 seed, more than likely. And they'll get beaten up in 2 games by the Minnesota Lynx. Now, I want to show you something because I talked about this many, many times. Chloe Bibby missed yesterday's game. She was out for the game. And the reason being, so Chloe Bibby missed the game. The reason being, travel. Yeah, can't make this up. Travel. Chloe Bibby is out for today's game. Fever announced. She missed 3 games with a left knee injury, was available but didn't play against the LA on Friday, then is out again tonight with the same injury. Interesting. This is what Stephanie White had to say. Stephanie White says Chloe Bibby hasn't had a setback, but all of the traveling made her left knee swell up so much that it caused some issues, so she won't be available tonight. Now, I don't know if y'all remember, I got enough videos and proof of why I've said it time and time again that Caitlin Clark should not be traveling with the team to all these road trips so that she can be a circus puppet and a circus monkey for the WNBA to sign autographs in all these different cities. I said time and time again, you can do damage to your knee, or I'm sorry, knee, but your injury. Like your injury can be, it can stop the healing of your injuries Travel has an impact on injury recovery. So Chloe Bibby's knee swelled up on a plane or wherever it swelled up, more than likely on the plane, because it's well known that air travel is not good for injuries, which is why NBA players and baseball players and the like, when they are injured, they do not travel with their teams. It's period. It's a known fact. It's scientifically proven. And yet, Caitlin Clark with pulled groins, pulled quads, strained quads, whatever other injury she's got, bumped her foot with a coach, whatever injury she's gotten, she still travels to every single game. She is still on the court, yelling at referees, blase, blase, everything except for ever healing. I'd be flabbergasted at this point if Caitlin Clark played a game. I'm serious. I would be shocked if Caitlin Clark steps back on that floor this season. Chloe Bibby gets hurt flying from LA to San Francisco. Air travel is not a good thing for people who are injured. And now this thing comes and bites you in the ass on a player who realistically is not tremendously important. But at the same time, think about it. Now, I'm not sure if Ari McDonald or Sophie Cunningham are traveling. I haven't noticed. I haven't looked. I'm gonna presume they probably aren't. It's because people with injuries don't travel. Not supposed to. I wonder if Sydney Colson's traveling. Doubt it. These women are all having some type of surgical procedures. But again, you don't travel when you're hurt. It's not good for your recovery. And I said it in video after video after video. People told me I was crazy, blah, blah, blah. The lies that are thrown out here by this franchise, the lies that continue to be put in your face are absolutely exhausting. Don't want to hear them anymore, man. It's excuse after excuse after excuse after excuse. But this is not a setback, according to Stephanie White. It's not a setback. I mean, they lie a lot, man. They lie a lot. Like I said, this team is probably going to squeeze in as an 8 seed and will get drug out in the first round by Minnesota. And this season will go down as an utter catastrophe. Watching Aaliyah Boston score 4 points. It's the one team that I said doesn't have a big that's better than Aaliyah Boston. It's the one team I think I said that doesn't have a big that I would take over Aaliyah Boston. And lo and behold, she gets dog walked by Ileana Rupert. Can't make this shit up. Lying Stephanie White, scrub ass Aaliyah Boston. Nobody shows up. They get held to 63 points. This team is dog shit, man. Straight up dog shit. We'll be here on Tuesday night, myself and Ben, just so you know. We didn't have Sunday night because I was at the Hurricanes game covering Hurricanes Notre Dame. But we'll be here Tuesday night after the game, and he said he would jump on with me. So we'll do a different, Tuesday night version of Sunday Night Heat because we're only going to have, I think, one more or two more left. I mean, when the Fever is done, Sunday Night Heat will be over with in terms of women's basketball because I won't be watching any more of it. Like I've said before, what they don't want to realize is that we are here to watch Caitlin Clark play basketball, and if she's not playing basketball, I have absolutely no interest anymore. My interest is done. It's gone. My schedule will no longer be around this. I'd rather cover Hurricane football. I'd rather cover combat sports all day. I'd rather cover Yankees baseball down the home stretch of the season. Rather cover the NFL. Rather cover the NBA. This stuff is exhausting. 63 points in a professional basketball game. Swept by an expansion team. Y'all let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Ring the bell. This is Rudy's Rant, Her Game, Her Way Women's Basketball. We talk facts over feelings. Come on now.